Do you love English idioms? Well, today I have 4 idioms that will make you go crazy. Not in the literal sense of going crazy, but in a figurative way. And that's what idioms are. They are an important part of the English language and can help you sound more natural and fluent in English. Let's learn 4 idioms that perfectly describe someone who is losing their mind and becoming unstable. Here is the first one: to drive up the wall. Quite an interesting one, isn't it? Have you heard it before? To drive up the wall? Well, it does not mean literally driving your car at the wall. It's a perfect idiom to describe someone or a situation that is very frustrating. Someone is so angry that they feel like the driving a car on a vertical wall. Can you imagine how crazy the situation might be? I hope you got the meaning. Let's look at some example to understand it better. My boss is driving me up the wall with all these pointless meetings. My little sister always knows how to drive up the wall with her constant chatter. Here, chatter means a non-stop, unnecessary talk or discussion. That was all about to drive someone up the wall. Let's look at the next idiom. At number 2, I have to flip someone's lid. Have you flipped the lid of a soda can? I am sure you have. The moment you flip the lid, what happens? The gas from the can gets out with force. The idiom to flip someone's lid is a slang expression, and is used to describe situation where a person becomes extremely angry and loses control of their emotions. This expression is often used to describe a sudden outburst similar to the lid of soda can, where someone flips their mind and loses control of their emotions. Let's understand it better with some example sentences. John flipped his lid when he found that his car had been stolen. I am sure anyone would flip their lid. If the car is rot, there are very less chances to get the car back. My boss flipped his lid when he saw the mistakes in the report. I hope you don't flip your lid while learning English. Subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you don't miss any of my new English lessons. The third idiom is quite an interesting one: to go postal. Have you heard it before? It's not that commonly used these days. Again, this idiom means to become extremely angry, but to also get violent and behave in an absurd manner. This idiom comes from the incident of workplace violence that occurred in the 1980s and 1990s in the U.S. Postal Service facility. Isn't that interesting? Let's learn how to use it in conversations. My roommate was so loud, I was ready to go postal and throw her out of the apartment. After a long day of work, I was ready to go postal on anyone who crossed my path. That's how you use to go postal in a sentence. Let's move on to our next idiom on the list. Our next idiom on the list is to go berserk. To go berserk. This idiomatic expression also means to be extremely angry and violent. But you are too angry that you start behaving in a weird way. In short, you uncontrollably crazy. It is used to describe someone who is extremely wild and acts in an uncontrolled way. I will show you some example sentences to understand it better. The driver went berserk and started shouting and honking when he got stuck in traffic. The child went berserk when he couldn't find his toy. I hope you had an idea of how to use this idiom.